I have had a lot of people ask how to take pictures of your cute jewelry because you want to make sure you can sell it again in albums. And looking for stock photos takes forever. So if that's not for you, take your own pictures because it's way faster. I've actually switched to posting pictures of my own, and I think stuff sells better actually. So I'm going to show you kind of the idea behind taking pictures. When I do pictures of my own, I just use my phone. It doesn't matter what kind of phone you have. All phones have a high enough quality. As long as it's a smartphone, they've got high enough quality photos available on them. The next thing is you need good lighting, and there's a trick to the lighting. You want daylight lighting. So here's how you get it. What you want to do is take pictures near an open window or outside in the shade. So let me give you some examples, okay? This room is where I'm going to take pictures. Now, if the light was off, it's too dark, obviously. We are not going to use a flash, so I want to turn on my regular lights. But also, if you want to show them, these windows are open. Let me just show them our windows real quick. So we've got those windows over there and this window here. So my table is close to these windows, and that's where I'm going to take my pictures. Let me show you a couple other places that would work. In here, this is kind of a light area, and this window is wide open as far as the blinds go. So I've taken pictures here before on the carpet, and it works great because the lighting is really good. You want daylight lighting to get true colors. Another good place is, if you'll just come outside for a minute. It's a cloudy day, so anywhere would work. But if you come onto your patio in the shade, that would work really well. So anywhere, like if it was sunny, anywhere here would work. That's it. Anywhere here would work. And for a background, anything natural looks awesome. Like I've seen people do it on, the edge of a pot for plants, or like on a piece of wood, or a pile of rocks, or a tree branch. So anything natural works. Since I don't have any of that, I'm going to use scrapbook paper, and that works really well. So I'll show you my actual setup. We're going to take some pictures. So this is the background I've been using. It's neutral. Your whole idea is neutral because you don't want to compete with the jewelry. So if you look down here at this stack of paper, this is like from Michael's or something, and there's a ton of patterns in here. So let me give you some good. This would be bad because it's too much contrast. That would be okay. I don't think it's light enough though. This would be not good. Terrible, actually. This would be great for a backdrop for your jewelry. That wouldn't be good. I think it's too dark because you're going to get some shadows. There's a really good one in here. This one over here would work on this part. And there's one more that I actually might start using because it's pretty cool. Where is it? This one. I thought that would be cool. And you can actually rip out some pages from a book and make your own background, but you just want to make sure it's large enough. Another thing you can use is plain old notebook paper because this is pretty neutral too. So you can just set your jewelry right on here because the colors aren't really going to compete. So anything that's going to have like a neutral background. So the way I like to do it is one piece of scrapbook paper is not big enough for a whole necklace, so that's why I have two in case I need it. But we'll start with one. We're going to photograph this bracelet. I could do it flat or 3D, but I like 3D, so I'm going to clasp it shut. And I would suggest leaving your tags on because that's how it's going to come for them. Sometimes I take the tags off if you can't see everything, but... Okay, so I've got it turned into a full bracelet. And then I'm going to set it down, okay? Now, here's what I use. There are 100 things you can use, but this is what I like. This is like a $10 tripod. It came with a different top, but it's the same idea. I had a black one. And I hook this to my chair. And I personally think the more side angle you can get, the better. So let me just hook this, and there's no science to this, just kind of make it stay. And then I'm going to, see this has a low angle, like this, because I want to be able to see the front of the bracelet. Does that all make sense so far? Okay. All right, put my phone in camera mode. The quality doesn't matter that much because you're going to be on Facebook, so it doesn't need to be like printing poster quality, like 15 megapixels. That doesn't matter. I would say anything above 2 megapixels is enough. So your default settings should be fine. Then you want to turn your flash off, okay? That's the whole secret to this, flash off. So now I have to hook it into this. Whoa, I think I just did something weird on my phone. Okay. I haven't used this phone with this tripod before, but it should work fine. Okay. So you're going to have to probably come over here, Jace. All right, so you can kind of see the screen. So this is what we see so far. Obviously, we don't want any of that background. So I'm going to move the paper accordingly. I'll scoot it right there. And then I'm going to zoom it in a little bit. And it's cool because it's way easier to move the paper than it is to move the camera. Okay, now I know that's where it should be. So from this point on, I can just kind of remember. I could even put a little black dot on my paper if I wanted. So, and I actually want it zoomed in a little more. So I like the position of that. So the smartest thing to do would be to take a picture of all my bracelets right now because they're all approximately the same size. So the flash is turned off and you just take the picture and it's done. Isn't that easy? So let's do a ring. That's how you would do a bracelet, and it's totally up to you how you want to do it. I just think you need to make sure you show people whether it's a clasp or if it's like a stretchy or whatever. So just show as much as you can. Now I'm going to do a ring. Same idea with the ring. I'm just going to zoom it in more. See, and I kind of like when you can see that it's stretchy, so it might not be totally facing the camera. And then I take the picture. Isn't that easy? And then I can just move this around how I need to. So now, let's do, what do we have next? Earrings. Let's do a pair of earrings. By the way, if you want to show them this, this is my stuff from my live last night that didn't sell. Already unwrapped and ready to go. So there's these earrings. Make sure it doesn't have a mistake or anything. Okay. So I lay the earrings. Looks like I need to zoom out a little bit. And then I'm going to, of course, just make them so it's easy to tell what people are buying. And you know what? Those are a little bit too flat. So I would save them for later, but when I do the necklaces, I raise it onto the next rung. So will you show the chair again? Now, if you have a tripod, you could just raise it or hook it or hold it, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to raise it a little and point downward because then now I can see these particular earrings a little better. And then I'll show you guys a necklace too. So now I'm going to take a picture of these earrings. And instead of moving the camera, I just can move the paper. Can't really see. Okay, so those are done, and then let me show you guys a necklace. I had a cute one. Let's do two necklaces. Let's do a short one and a long one. That one's long. Here's a short necklace. Hold on, I want to make sure I can show you guys really what it's like. Okay, here's a short necklace. The short ones are super easy because they fit. So I've got my 12 by 12 paper. Here's a short necklace that fits. And I think it's great to show the whole thing so that everybody knows what they're buying. So now they can see their earrings. Okay, so that's a short necklace. A long necklace, there's no perfection to it because it's a little bit awkward. So I'll just show you what I like to do. See, this one's really long. So there's two things you can do. Hold on. Okay. It's really, really realistic when you watch me running it myself. So I can put it on here if I want. Well, let's do that second. So what I've been doing is laying them on the table. And I'm going to need to spread this a little wider like that. And then you just want to make sure it shows everything they're getting. So this is going to be a hard one, but I'll just show you what I would do in real life. So I've got these 3 little pointy thingies. And then sometimes I will, ooh, this one's a really hard one. Okay, so see how you can see all 3 layers? So I might have to zoom out on this one. Yeah, this one's not going to look very good. Let me take it just so I have it. Here's another way to lay it. I've done this quite a few times, is I'll lay it and I'll do it like an S, like this. And then you can often see everything. Ew, it doesn't look good. So here's our alternative. Exactly. So I'm going to hang it on here. This is one where you might want to get the stock photo. This is a difficult necklace. I've actually not run into this problem yet. Okay, so I make it look decent on the bust. I also want the earrings to show. I hope it doesn't tip over. Okay, so I just stand it up and then I can take the picture. So this is kind of an exception. I never run into any this difficult. Let's do one more that's long. And I'll show you how I drape it around. And I don't know. Oh, here's one. Okay, this is a perfect example. Most of them look like this. So I'll just show you real quick. Okay, this is how I've been doing them. So this one is 3 layers as well, but the first layer is not as short, so it's not going to be as hard. But I'm going to lay it on the paper the best that I can so that you can see these cute little charms that they get. And then I'm going to put it like an S. And that works pretty well because you can tell that it's super long and you can see all the charms. And so now we can zoom in. All right, that's decent. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. And again, like I said, if you can't get the picture to look very good, you can always get a stock photo. It's not reaching my thumb. Take a picture. It's not working.
You get to climb.
There we go.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. There you go. The other trick I do is, like, if I have 5 of one thing, I'll take 5 pictures, and that'll just help me remember as I'm putting it into the album for Facebook that I have 5 available, and then I can just delete them. Because for me, that's easier than writing it on paper and remembering. So I'll just take 5 photos to remember that. Okay, so that is it. And if I remember, I will put a link on here so you can look at my album and my current pictures. There's a link. So you can look at my current pictures and maybe give me some feedback and see what you think. But hopefully that'll help you guys save time and sell more stuff. All right? Okay, thank you. We'll talk to you later.